Hello, everybody. This is Peter B. And today I'd like to talk about the evolution of the catcher's mitt. In baseball early days, nobody wore gloves. Fingers would get sprained, split, or broken. The catcher's hands would particularly take the worst beating. The first documented use of a glove occurred in a game on June 28th, 1870. Recorded in the Cincinnati commercial paper, it said, Doug Allison caught today in a pair of buckskin mittens to protect his hand. Doug Allison of the Cincinnati Red Stockings is also credited with being the first catcher to stand behind the batter. Prior, catchers stood away from the batter, standing with the umpire. Harry Decker, an ex-catcher who also might have stolen the idea, was the first to patent the first padded catcher's mitt in 1899. And that is his patent right here. It was called the Decker Safety Catcher's Mitt. It basically was a glove stitched onto a back of a round pad covering the palm of the hand. It looked like a flat pillow. In 1899, J.F. Draper patented a round pillow style catcher's mitt. And here is his patent here. This patent incorporated a slight pocket and with a few moderations remained the style catchers wore up until the 1920s. So that's his patent. He definitely created this patent, but it's been said that 3 or 4 other catchers had this same style glove, and he took their idea and was the first to patent it. Here is a 2018 Allen Ginter showing a version of his glove, the Draper glove. And there's the back. And here's a baseball card showing that style of glove. This is a T206 Bill Bergen. And it happens to be a sweet copperelle. But that's the Draper glove with probably a couple of modifications shown in this 1910 tobacco card. But still, all these old mitts, you had to stop the ball with 2 hands. Jammed and broken fingers were still at risk. And that style did remain with, like I said, a few slight changes. And this is the 1952 Bowman Charlie Silveria. And you get a glimpse of his catcher's mitt there. 1952 Bowman. Modern mitts evolved in the late 1960s, and the mitt now had a hinged break, thus allowing catchers to catch the ball with one hand. Johnny Bench popularized this style of play. So here's once again Alan Ginter card showing the Martin catcher's mitt. And you can see it now has a braked hinge so you can squeeze it like a regular baseball glove and catch it with one hand. Nice deep area to catch it and a nice pocket. And this is the back of that Allen and Ginter's card. And here's Mr. Bench. This is a 2022 Topps Archive showing Bench in the 1987 Topps style. But you can see he can squeeze his glove practically in half, allowing him to catch the ball with one hand. That's the front of the card. And the back of the card showing his complete record over the Reds. Oversized mitts were also designed in the late 1950s. Baltimore Orioles manager Paul Richards, and by the way, see my video number 5 about Bowman and his Bowman card. I get a little into the history of Paul Richards. Paul Richards, who was a former catcher. This glove he designed was called Big Bertha and was to help all his catchers catch the knuckleballer Hoyt Wilhelm. I don't have a picture of Big Bertha, and like I said, I do have a picture of Paul Richards, and you can check video number 5. Now, a quick side note. Bob Montgomery of the Boston Red Sox. And this is his 1980 Topps card. And notice he is on deck wearing a hat, not a helmet, a hat. Catcher Bob Montgomery was the last player not to use a bat and helmet. He was grandfathered not to oblige to the new helmet rule. It's kind of weird because being on the Red Sox, he knew all about the Tony Canigliaro beating, yet he did not want to wear a bat and helmet. He did have padding in his normal hat, but no bat and helmet. He was the last person to not wear a bat and helmet. Okay, back to gloves. This is Doug Marabelli. And notice his glove. It's kind of like more of a first baseman's mitt than a glove. And this is an upper deck TriStar. Upper deck logo. Doug Marabelli. Doug Marabelli was a catcher with the Red Sox from 2001 to 2005 and on the 2004 World Series team. He was a knuckleballer Tim Wakefield's personal catcher. He could catch the knuckleball pretty well with this specially designed glove. Before the 2006 season, however, he was traded to the San Diego Padres. Problem was, nobody could now catch the knuckleball as the pass balls kept piling up. On May 1st, 2006, just a little over a month into the season, the Sox traded to get Marabelli back from the Padres. The Sox were to play a big game against the Yankees, and Wakefield was scheduled to pitch on May 1st, 2006. Marabelli jumped onto a private plane in San Diego and landed at Logan Airport in Boston. He touched down in Logan at 6:48 p.m., but the game was scheduled to start soon. So the Massachusetts State Police escorted him to Fenway, and he arrived at 7 o'clock. Mirabelli even changed into his Red Sox uniform en route to Fenway. He arrived at 7 o'clock and was able to take the catcher's position just in time for the 7:13 first pitch. And Tim Wakefield was very happy. And Mirabelli was on the 2006 and also the World Series 2017. The Yankees later admitted they also tried to get Mirabelli from the Padres just to keep him out of Boston. So it is a short little documentation on the evolution of the catcher's mitt. If you liked it, I'm going to be doing soon an evolution of the catcher's mask and the hockey goalie's mask. Thanks for watching.